be showing you a very, very simple way to turn on and off your TV via Google Home. Now, there's a bunch of ways with like Smart Link and CEC or whatever, but my TV does not have these modes. So right now, I could send data to my Google Chromecast and nothing would happen. I could turn on my Xbox and the TV would not turn on. There's no options or settings for any of these. So this is how to turn it on regardless. And if you don't own a Chromecast and you still want to be able to turn it on with your voice or do very basic commands like volume up, volume down, input, that kind of stuff, this is how it's going to work. So what you're going to need, you're going to need your TV, obviously. You're going to need a Chromecast or a Google Home that's in range of the TV. And then, this is the big part, you need a device with an IR blaster. So, most older phones have an IR blaster, like the S4 has one, the S6 has one. A lot of old LG phones have them, like my LG G4 has one. However, my Note 8 does not have one. So it kind of sucks that the newer phones don't have them, but most tablets, even the new tablets, have them. So this is a really, really old tablet. So it does not have to be anything new or fancy, but as you can see, it does have an IR blaster. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to download three apps, sorry. So let's go home. The first app that we're going to have to download is Iftt, then that, Iftt. Go ahead and sign in with some sort of account, make an account, and if you already have an account, then use that, obviously. The next app that you're going to need is Anymote Smart Remote. And then the last app that you're going to need is the Google Home app. Right there. Make sure that all of these accounts are using the same email address. So if you use like a Google account for if this and that, use a Google account for Anymote, and use a Google account for your home. That way they all sync together. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start by opening our Anymote and setting it up to work with our TV. So right now, if I press the power button on this while it's facing the TV, you can see it's off. You can see that little red light up there. If I press the on button down here, so you can see now the little light's green, and it takes like, a couple seconds before the logo comes up. There we go. So as we can see, it turned on, and now the same thing. I'll try and get it all in one shot. Sorry, I'm kind of going one-handed here. So as we can see, it's on. Press the button, and now it's off. So just get it to work like that. I named mine LG TV. So this can work completely for free. However, if you want to get to work with multiple devices, so right now all I can do is control my TV because I don't have the premium version of the app. If I wanted to control my Xbox or my audio interface, then I would have to buy the premium version, which is $7. So it's worth it. I may end up getting it, but until then, you'll only be able to control one device. So pick the one that you want. So I have my TV set up, and once you have that, you're going to go ahead and go over here to the menu, app settings, and then there's a lot of ads in this app too. So now, down here, you're going to see that Iftt beta version. So now we're just going to leave that on that screen, and we're going to go down to if this and this. Alright, so here we can see this is one of the command modules. So the first thing we're going to do is link the two. So you're going to go, so on your homepage, you're going to click add up in the top right. If this, so search for devices and select Google Assistant. So at this point right now, I already have mine hooked up, but yours should come up with a display asking you to sign in with your Google so that it works on the same network as your Google Home does. So make sure that the Google Home app and this app both have the same logins, so that way when you say a command, it will activate on that, not just on your device. Anyways, you can now set up a simple phrase, and let's say I want to make it volume up because I don't have that yet. So I can say volume up. Oh, make sure you spell it right. What's another way to say it? You could just do vol up, I guess, And then the last way to say it, you can just say, I don't know. What do you want it to say in return? You can just have it say up, or you can have it say nothing. Click check. All right, on that, you're going to come up here and you're just going to search for remote. And once you type in RE, this will pop up right here. Send command, and right now, it'll pop up with a display saying link them together. That is where you will go back to this app and click the Iftt beta button, and it will show you how to link it and everything. But once they're linked together, then on here, it has a whole list of commands that you can execute. So we did the volume up, so we just had to find the volume up button. Where is it? Volume up. So now, I'll have to set up a volume down one later, but now we can just click finish. And then you can put this device, the tablet, anywhere so long as the IR blaster is in range of the TV. And it can always see it. So your device doesn't even have to be turned on. It can be off for this. Not powered off. But it can be like, you can close the flip screen. You can power off the screen and close that. So long as your IR blaster still has direct contact with your TV. So like I could have it right here. I can't put it in a drawer though. So I've never actually tried setting it over there. I might try that sometime, but for right now, let's just set it back here on this desk. Something like that. Now, let's try this. Hey Google, turn on my TV.
Toggling your TV's power.
It went to green. So wait for it to turn on, and then let's try some of the other commands. There we go. Alright. So now obviously the Chromecast is going to start up. And by the way, you do not need a Chromecast or anything like that for this to work. Alright, so we just did volume up. Hey Google, volume up.
Up.
Oh, there we go. See? So now we're at volume 1. And now this is not a realistic command for me because I don't use my TV's volume. I use my audio interface. So I will have to find some kind of workaround for that. Maybe another app or another device that I can use to pair with it so I don't have to pay extra for that. Or I might just buy the extra. But yeah. So you can set that kind of stuff up. I also have an input setup. So if I want to switch between this and my Xbox, the problem is it's by voice, so you have to be really fast. Otherwise, it doesn't work. So it's not the most realistic thing to switch inputs. This is more for just like, hey, I want to watch something on my Chromecast, which is what it's on by default. And then you tell it to turn on. It's already on your Chromecast, and then you can tell it to cast something. But for instance, let's see if I can do this first try. Hey, Google, input.
Switching input modes.
Hey, Google, write.
Right.
Ah, see, I wasn't fast enough. So, like I said, it's very inconvenient. So, I wouldn't recommend relying on it for that kind of stuff. I would say it's more just like keep your TV always on the Google Chromecast, and that way, you want to listen to some music or something, you can just tell your Google Home to turn your TV on. You can tell your Google Home to turn your TV up, unless you have an audio interface, and then you can tell your Google Home to cast to your Chromecast if you have one some music. So that's a good setup right there. That's probably all I'll use it for. For the rest, I actually have an app called Shure. It's basically like that app that we were just using, but what it does is it's better looking, and you can have multiple remotes for free. So that's what I'll do most of the time. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. This is not the kind of videos I normally make. I normally make gaming videos and more professional videos, but I really just wanted to show you this because I thought it was so cool. And by the way, hey Google, turn my TV off. I haven't set that one up yet. Hey Google, turn off my TV.
Toggling your TV's power.
There you go. It's very specific to the commands that you give it. But yeah, there you go. If you enjoyed, leave a sub, and I'll see you guys later.